So today we're going to be planting peppers into 5-gallon buckets. Thanks, baby. So yeah, we're going to be planting our peppers in 5-gallon buckets today. So I'm going to be getting those buckets cleaned and drill holes and get the soil ready for them. So if you want to see that, stay tuned. Oh, and my name is Cheyenne. I garden in my backyard in Phoenix, Arizona, Zone 9B. Yeah, so let's get this video started. Alright, so I got all my pots here. I'm going to just wash them and then I'll drill holes. These 2 pots already have holes, so I'm going to need to drill holes in the other 8 pots. Now that the buckets are as clean as I'm going to get them, I'm going to let them dry and start preparing my container mix. Alright, so for the soil, the first thing we're going to do is put our peat moss. Next thing, mushroom compost. The last step is this. So I have 2 buckets that are already have holes. So I'm going to fill those up first and then I'll start drilling the rest. See how much one wheelbarrow full of soil fills. I'm gonna go get the drill and we're gonna start drilling the holes out so we can finish filling the rest of these. Guys, got the drill. Now it's time to start drilling holes in these buckets. So if you're going to be growing in the 5-gallon buckets, you're going to want a drill. If not, it's going to be really hard to get the holes in the bottom. Okay guys, so I finally was able to fill these buckets up, and now I'm going to admit them and get them the peppers planted. Okay, so I'm going to fill all these pots the same way. I'm going to start off with adding a couple handfuls of this fertilizer. Like 3 handfuls. Okay, so one reason why I'm just adding fertilizer and all the other amendments just on top of the bucket is, and not throughout, is because if I was to mix the soil and put all my amendments in at once, as I'm watering these containers, that fertilizer and all the amendments is just going to drain out, and it's going to be gone by the time the roots get down in there. Add to the pot is worm castings. I think about 2 handfuls. That's all I'm gonna do. Okay, the last thing I'm going to be adding onto these buckets is azomite. So this is just a rock dust, and it's called azomite. Hi, baby. And it's just rock dust, and all it is it's a volcanic ash, I guess, and it just has like 70 different minerals. So it's just adding minerals into your container or your raised bed or wherever you put it. And I'm not gonna add a lot. I'm just gonna add probably about a handful like that into these pots. of them. I just added it on the top, so I'll go ahead and mix it up right now. I'm not gonna mix it super deep. Just leave these nutrients through on the top. So I'm just mixing it through the top.
What do you get there?
Okay, so I got the peppers ready that I'm going to be planting out right here. The first one I'm going to be planting is this giant red Marconi. So I never grew this pepper before, but it's supposed to be a sweet pepper, and it's big and supposed to be good for stuffing or grilling. And I wanted to have, I didn't want all my peppers to be hot, so I wanted to try this one since it's supposed to be sweet. And I think it's supposed to grow good in the desert climate, so I wanted to give this one a try. And I'm going to be planting 2 of these. And since I added fertilizer already on the top few inches, I won't be adding anything in the planting hole. It's a nice root system. Okay, this is the second Marconi pepper. Oh, I will also be pulling these flowers off. I'll do that last. It's kind of hard to do that with wood. But any peppers that have flowers, I will be pulling those off because I want them to focus on growing bigger roots before they start trying to make peppers. I wanted to show you guys. So this pepper, you can see it good. So on my last video, I said that if you bury the pepper stem a little bit deep, that it will produce roots. And you can see that on this pepper. See all those little bumps right there? Those are roots trying to grow out. So if I bury it a little bit deep, those will produce roots. There it goes. So yeah, you can bury not as deep as tomatoes. You can't bury peppers as deep as you would tomatoes, but you can bury them a little bit deeper and they will grow roots. the banana pepper. And again, I wanted to do some peppers that weren't super spicy, and banana peppers aren't that spicy. The jalapeno. So this jalapeno, it said it was a gigantic jalapeno or a gigantica jalapeno. So I want to see if these jalapenos come out bigger. Anaheim peppers. So I love Anaheim peppers. I use them a lot in cooking. They're good. I like to roast them and then I peel the skin and blend them and make sauces with them. So I'm gonna plant 2 of these Anaheim peppers. Okay, the next 2 peppers I'm gonna do are the poblano peppers. Again, I use poblano peppers a lot with my cooking, so that's why I'm gonna do 2 of them. And I use these the same way I use the Anaheim peppers. I roast them and then I peel the skins, or I roast them and then I let them sweat and then I'll peel the skins off and blend them and make sauces. The next 2 peppers I'm gonna do is this, I do not know how to pronounce it, but Julaka. That's probably not how you pronounce it, but it's a red pepper. Anyways, I'm growing this one because it's supposed to be Million Scoville. It's a hot pepper, and I wanted to do the Carolina Reapers, but when I ordered the seeds they didn't have Carolina Reapers, but they did have this one, and this is one of the most hottest peppers, one of the most hottest heirloom peppers, so I want to just grow this for fun. So I'm gonna do 2 of them, and this will just be for fun. I'm hoping maybe for next year, maybe next year I can find seeds for the Carolina Reaper, because that's the one I really want to try to grow. Okay, so now it's time to give the peppers a drink of fish fertilizer. Okay, so now it's time to fertilize these plants. And the reason that I feed my plants fish fertilizer, even though I already added the granular fertilizer, is because the granular fertilizer is going to take about 30 days to start breaking down. So it will feed my plant over time. But your liquid fertilizers, like fish fertilizer or any liquid fertilizer, will feed your plant right away. So just to help with shock and to feed it right away, I like to always feed my plants the fertilizers once I plant them out. We got mulch on your back. Alright, so now I'm just going to go ahead and fertilize these. I'm gonna go ahead and add some mulch on top. I'm gonna add their containers right down here so I don't forget. What kind I need to put. Both peppers done. Just need to put their name tags on them and I'll be done. Hey guys, well there you have it. That is how I plant my peppers in 5-gallon buckets. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye! Bye!